everybody, it's Jill with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. Happy Monday crafting! Where are my Monday crafters? We have a cute one to do today. We are going to use one of these Dollar Tree, they just call it decor, but you know, a blank. I'll call it a blank from the Crafter Square section. We're going to be using some Dollar Tree ribbon, but I'm also going to be using some of this orange polka dotted ribbon that my friend Linda, hi Linda, I miss you Linda. Anyways, she lives up in New Hampshire and she gave me this beautiful bunch of polka dotted ribbon, so we're going to be using that, and then a little of this that I just happen to have in my craft stash that we will use for a hanger, and then some greenery. This is from the Dollar Tree, but any greenery will do. The first thing that we have to do is take our staples off, or our hanger off, because we're going to use this board the long way instead of the way it is right now. We're changing the landscape of it, I guess. Let's just keep these staples. Don't want to be stepping on staples here. All right, well, the jute is off, but the staples, okay. Now we are cooking with gas. All right, let's throw those staples away and get that a little closer. We're going to save that. I like to save those pieces, but we are going to use something else to, let's just see if this tag will come off in one piece. It looks like it might. That would be marvelous, marvelous. All right, so now we have our clean slate. I wish it was slate. That would be really cute. All right, so now I want to just kind of measure my greenery to be like about there. So I'm going to start my ribbon. Let's get our ribbon. Let me just get a little pencil mark here, just for a little reminder of where my ribbon is going to start. How is everybody doing? I had a great weekend. I do have. Yes, listen, my weekend went by so fast this weekend. I don't know about you guys, but are you finding that your weekends are just flying by? All right, we're going to zigzag this kind of like you would do a ribbon candy. We're going to need a, we are definitely going to need some, let's fold this over so we don't have, we just have a plain end here. We definitely need a glue stick here. We're on E. We're always on E, right? Always a day late and $1 short, let me tell you. Oh my goodness, gas. I'm waiting for gas prices to go down a little bit for us. All right, you know what I was just thinking? This is gonna have to go, we're gonna have to, I might rethink this whole thing, because if I do this, I'm gonna have to twist it. I can't zigzag it, or can I? I think we can. Let's just do it. Let's put our, we're gonna zigzag it almost like a ribbon candy. You know, the old-fashioned ribbon candy you would get at Christmas. We used to get it a lot at Christmas. I'm just gonna give that a little glue there, right where the fold is. All right, and then we're just gonna zigzag this, because this side is burlap and adorable. So now we're just gonna go to the other side, and we're just gonna glue it a little bit. And we're gonna go just a tiny bit shorter than our last. We're gonna end it a little bit shorter this time. So then we're gonna go back and forth, back and forth. So now we're just gonna put a little glob of glue here. And, whoa, crash, bang. And then we're gonna fold it and go back And we're just going to end that just a little bit. And then come back. We're going to just put a little bit. And we're just going to keep zigzagging this back and forth. Back and forth. Easy peasy. Up and down. I think I'm kind of going crooked, so I got to turn this around. And if you haven't already guessed it, we're making a big carrot. We're making a carrot. All right, so now we have to go down and just a little bit shorter. Every time, you're just going to pinch it in a little shorter every time to make your carrot. How cute is that? All right, let's glue as we go. Glue as we go. So I had a great weekend, although I thought it went by a little too quickly. It was like already Sunday, and I had done church, and I was outside enjoying my happy place and painting actually some of my lawn, you know, little lawn things that you need to refresh every once in a while, every couple of years. And so I was doing that, and I was just out in the beautiful weather, painting outside, like crafting outside. How much better could it get, right? And it was just so much fun. So that's what I did. But by the time I was like, I just wanted my weekend to be longer. I wasn't ready for it to end yet. All right, so my carrot's going a little crooked, but you know what? This is crafting, right? We're not a factory, and we are good with that. We are good with that. So now go down on a slant. There we go. And we'll just try to fudge it a little. We'll try to fix it as we go too. Talking and crafting sometimes is the hardest part for me, right? Oh, my word. All right, now we're going to go down at a slant. It's really cute. It's a little crooked on my surface, but like I said, it's a craft. Sometimes I like my little crafts to be imperfect. All right, so now I'm going to come back and make my point at my carrot. So I'm going to come down, and I'm going to give this a little bit of glue here where I need it. Ow! This is when I wish I had little bowls of ice water. All right, we're just going to come down, and then once that is glued, I'm just going to take this, cut this off, and bring it to a little point. And fold it in. Probably need to cut it a little shorter. Fold it in. Okay, that's what we're gonna do with that. And bring it to a little point, and then we'll glue it down and finish it. How cute. All right, put a little glue. I think I'll put a little glue here too, just to make sure that we are good and held down here. There we go. All right, let me show you. It's a little crooked, but it's okay. It's okay. This is how we roll. There's my carrot. How cute is that? Cute. So cute. Okay, now let's put the pin back in this so it doesn't all unravel. And again, thank you, Linda, for this amazing little orange ribbon. I love it. Okay, now we are going to, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the polka dotted ribbon for a big bow or green. Because don't forget, we're going to have greenery. So let's start putting our greenery on first. We are going to cut it off of the, well, this is in my hand. Let's take a sip. And mine is a peach tea by what do I buy? I can't think of the name of it. It's peach tea mix. Anyway, I love it. All right, so let's cut off some of the greens. Might have to go closer in a minute, but we're just gonna cut those big stems off here. All right, now let's turn this around the long way. And this one seems to be my longest stem. These don't slide up, so I want that around there. So let's cut this off. Oh, I ended up cutting it off. And I'm just gonna stick that down in between my first pleat here. So let's give this a good dabble do you. A little heap ton of glue here. And we're just gonna slide that down in there. We'll hold that down for a minute. And I think I will put a little glob of glue next to that and stick this stem down right there too while I'm holding. And then I will bring this up so you can see. You see how I'm just putting it under the pleat, under the first pleat, just to hide it and make it a little more finished. Okay, now this one is going to be our next little bunch, and we're going to do the same thing. This piece is going to come off, and we're going to stick this one down about the same distance. So I'm putting just a heap ton of glue on my stem. I'm going to slide that over just a little, and I'm going to tuck it in underneath the pleat. Yeah, so let's see, what were we talking about? This weekend was amazing. Church is always amazing. If I haven't already told you, I love my church. I thank God every day for my pastor and my church, because it's just that amazing. Okay, now let me see. Let me hold this up. Yeah, we'll put that one there. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Let's put this right here. Heap ton, right under the pleat in the middle there, right in that little spot. Don't forget, we have a bow we're gonna make to hide our, and I think I'm gonna cover that hole right there, that little spot. I'm gonna take that right off there, and I'm gonna just put this little last piece right in here on the edge of my carrot. So this like so. Now let's just give this a nice little hold for a minute before we get rough with it. We can even finagle it a little. I think it came out perfect. Now I have to decide. The big decision is, do I want another polka dot ribbon? I think I do. I think the green and green I don't like, so we're going with it. And then I think we're gonna do some jute for the middle. I'm gonna do some jute for the middle of my ribbon. So again, let's take out our little pin, stick it in that one for a minute, and hopefully you can see. So we're just gonna wrap our ribbon. So let's do a tail, and we're just gonna wrap our ribbon like a, just what's the word? Of course I can't think of the word. And then that will be our tail. Let's get the jute. I can't think of my word, but that's okay. You can see me doing it, right? I'm just making a little bow, and we're just gonna cinch it with the jute. You've seen me do it here a million times. If you are new here, thank you so much for watching today and joining us for Monday Crafting. Maybe it's a good time for you to hit that subscribe button, and that way, if you like what you see here, you can hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell. Award, it's like an award ribbon shape. Okay, that was the thing, but I think my tails need to be a little longer, so let's make our tails a little bit longer here. Just a little. Okay, good enough. There is a cute little bow right there. So now we're just gonna cinch it with our fingers by pinching. And we're gonna take some jute and we're just gonna wrap it around. I want it to be thick, like the middle of my bow. The whole middle of my bow is jute. So we're just gonna keep wrapping. And I'm not counting because I'm talking, but let me change fingers. I have the sorest fingers, you guys. Oh, I hate to complain. I do. I am very blessed. Very blessed. Okay, we're almost there. I just want it to really, really show that we tied the middle with jute. All right, now we're gonna take and we're gonna tie our two little loose ends after we cut one there. We'll have two little loose ends. And we're gonna tie those off nice and snug. And then we can finagle our little bow a little bit more. And this is going to be adorable. Let's cut our little jute tails off because we have ribbon tails. And then let's fluff up our little ribbon bow. How cute is that? And twist and pull and fluff. And now let's give it a let's give our bow what's the word? Dovetails? I don't know. I don't think that sounds right, but we're gonna do it. We're just gonna give these a fancy end. So if you are new here, I have lupus, and sometimes my words don't come to me, and I hate it because I feel so dumb. I feel so dumb when that happens. Okay, so there is our adorable bow. Love that. Now we're going to attach our bow right here in the middle where the carrot meets the greenery. And we are going to put a heap ton of, you guessed it, glue. A heap ton. A heap ton. It would be cute to put a little of the little, it would have been cute to incorporate, is the word, a little of the thin, ow, 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 that's hot. A little of the thin ribbon in the bow with the burlap with the white polka dots. With a little of this running through, it would have been cute too. And you know what else would be cute, and I'd really like to do it, and sometimes I have a struggle. Sometimes I struggle with how many of my subscribers like the grungy, aged, primitive look. And I know it's not for everybody. So like this craft is not that grungy one. But I would love this in rag ribbon. You know what I mean? Like, do I have a piece like this? This would be, see, this would be to me, like if I had this in the right color, orange, material, and you just zig back and forth, because I got this all tea dyed and stained, coffee stained. I use coffee, really. We call it tea dyeing. But I would love that. And then, yeah, see, that would be more my particular taste. Okay, you guys, how cute is this? We are going to, whoa, it's still warm there. We are going to put a hanger on this adorable carrot. How cute is that? This is a great time for a thumbs up, and sharing is caring, so go ahead and share this video with your friends, family, and social media. It really helps my channel grow. And I I just think that's so cute. I'm looking at it and it's just so cute. All right, let's put our ribbon, our skinny ribbon on. Although this would be a cute hanger as well, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of stick to the same theme. And we're not gonna do grungy and regular. I don't even know what it is, regular, but whatever. Hey, I'm here to inspire you. Words are not always my friend, but I am here to inspire you anyway. All right, I think that's a little too long, but that's all right. We're just going to put on a heap ton in this corner. You hear my birds out there? They're just so happy, tweeting and tweeting. I often wonder, my windows are open, and I often wonder if you can hear the birds. I love them. And my chimes. A lot of times my sister hears my chimes when I'm on the phone with her. And then we're just going to do the same thing in the other corner. Just press it down right into the hot glue. And this was such a fun little Monday craft. It's kind of been on my books to do for a while. And here it is. And I think it came out adorable. Adorable. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, I went to the doctor's this morning and got a really good report card. All my numbers are down. My A1C's down. My cholesterol's down. All my numbers are good. And look, if that doesn't feel good, I don't know what does. Leaving the doctor with a smile on your face, right? So I brought them all of the Easter things that we've made here so far and for Easter, and they love them. They love them, especially the little bunny in the tub. They were very fond of the little bunny in the tub, and they were going to put it in the bathroom. All right, so there we go. How cute is that? I absolutely love it. Now picture this with rag, ribbon, and raffia, right? How cute would that be? Totally different look, but just as cute. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me today on this beautiful, beautiful Monday day. Beautiful Monday day. It is a beautiful Monday. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow for a Tuesday tree haul. Until then, be good and do good. Bye now.